Greetings and welcome back. I'm the Angrynator, and today we're going to look at yet another knockoff video. We're going to look at Tappy.
If you couldn't guess, Tappy is riding on the, well, fame of Happy Feet 2, all the way from dancing penguins to...
No, that's actually it.
Tappy is made by Renegade Animations, the brilliant minds behind the awful new Tom and Jerry show, as well as Chopkick Panda.
And this is rather interesting.
Taking a look at the release dates of these movies, by the way, all three of these movies were produced by Gaiam, the Yoga Mat company. It seems that Chopkick Panda is the one they could have had the longest time creating, about 2 years, which is kind of normal time for making animated movies. They had about 5 months for Puss in Boots, and less than a month to create Tappy.
Sure, you might think that our company have more branches and people to work on different projects all at once, right? But do you even remember Chopkick Panda? Yeah, it really doesn't look like they have a lot of resources to pull from.
Anyway, Tappy starts out, innocently enough, with a freaking narrator who thinks he's on Animal Planet.
Since the dawn of time, only the fittest have survived.
We also hear about these skewer birds and how terrible they are. I think, seriously, I kind of gave up on this narrator. Played by Danny Kachiana.
These are the skewer bird, a seabird of the family Stercorariidae. They are noisy, dirty, and just plain nasty little scavengers.
Who also plays several other characters, and as you might have guessed, there is a very limited amount of voice actors voicing this, despite the rather impressive amount of characters. There's only like 5 actors voicing this, and trust me, it shows.
Well, it appears that these skewer birds have set their eyes on this penguin mother's egg, and apparently they succeed in getting her away from it.
This is what is commonly known as the bait and snatch. One bird, the bait, distracts the nesting penguin.
For crying out loud, man, your movie is called Tappy. Don't be so damn scientific about it. Just call it the bro-bird tactic or something like that. It's not like anyone is going to take you seriously when your movie is called fucking Tappy.
Well, we also have this stupid joke, only Ultimate Spider-Man could do better.
Oh my.
Help me!
Now where's that button? Erase.
Yeah, this has never really been that funny. Maybe, I don't know, Deadpool could get away with this. But last time I checked, the movie was called Tappy.
Whoa, yeah! That does sound bad when you say it out loud.
Well, the skewer bird succeeded, the mother is devastated, and we now have the problem of whether or not to boil the egg.
The perfect poached egg will have a nice, undisturbed yolk surrounded evenly by a shiny...
Since this movie takes itself so damn seriously as to make countless facts about skewer birds, who may or may not be accurate, also tell your children that birds know how to operate a damn stove. You kind of see the problem here?
The other hand? So help me if you ate that egg without me?
No, I didn't eat it.
Yeah, we're like 5 minutes in by now, and most of it has just been these 2 guys talking about an egg. Adventure?
So?
It's a chick, Lou. We don't eat chicks, remember? We're vegetarians.
That was a phase. I'm over it.
Yeah, but last time I checked, dude, vegetarians doesn't eat eggs either.
Well, it so happens that the egg is ready to be hatched, and the bozo bird's named Buddy.
No, thanks. I'm perfectly capable of crossing the street on my own.
No, he is not that annoying at least.
Wants to keep it. But Lou, who's rightfully starving, doesn't give a damn.
Daddy?
Wow, he's just been hatched and already his first words? I must say, rather impressive.
It seems that heartfelt moment was enough to win Lou over, and we now cut to the penguin colony.
Do you think maybe there's some way, somehow it survived?
Yeah, they are devastated, and rightfully so, but here's the problem. Most animals would have moved on by now. As mentioned before, the narrator makes it sound all scientific and accurate, but the rest is just pure idiocy.
Well, we now cut back to the skewer birds and Pingo.
Pingo?
Yeah, like bingo, but with a puh.
That's awful.
Oh, you got a better name?
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think it is Happy Feet that should sue these guys. I think it should be the obviously named Pingo series that should.
Well, we have a lot of photos. Apparently these guys thought it was a good transition to make Pingo mature a bit more.
Trust me when I say that in some movies this actually works rather well even. But here, it just feels like a cheap cutout.
We are now at Pingo's, I can only assume his teenage years, where you won't even believe it. They have a really dragged out joke that just doesn't work.
Dad! Sea lion!
I don't see a sea lion. Looks kind of like a whale to me.
Isn't that fun, kids? Isn't that fun?
Well, they managed to shake the sea lion off, who is that seriously annoying character that just seems dumb but in fact is rather clever, but is dumb anyway.
So he actually only had one choice, bird. Well, 3 birds, so bird, bird, or bird, but still not the variety of sea life the word smorgasbord would imply.
You know, sorta like a badly written Stan Laurel character.
What do you think?
We can't afford to buy one of those trailers.
We don't have to buy one. We could rent one. I know a fellow that's got one for rent, and we could get it for next to nothing. I bet if we paid cash, we'd get it less than that.
And we are now at the villain's lair. Because a movie about a fucking tap-dancing penguin apparently needs a villain.
And let's skip this part already. I kid you not when I say that it is almost the exact same as in Chop Kick Panda. You know, return empty-handed, yada 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 and stuff like that. Seriously, it's almost like they just painted Chop Kick Panda black and white and called him a penguin.
No, wait. Pandas are already black and white, so they didn't even need to do that.
We then cut to the best scene of them all, where the skewerbirds have to tell Pingo he's adopted.
I know I can't fly. Not yet. Not until you teach me.
Not ever.
Not ever. Why not?
You're a penguin.
Or telling him he's a penguin, because that's important too, I guess. Seriously, don't they have reflections in this universe? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe the budget are so low that they actually don't. I never thought of that before.
We then cut off to a dream scene, and that's almost the end of that.
Seriously, it feels like that every scene that could be interesting is just cut out and replaced with long and dragged out jokes.
Well, I must admit though, that music is just off.
Feels like those fever dreams I had as a child, just made into an actual movie.
Well, instead of realizing his fever dream, Pingo with a pair finds some tap dancing shoes which he of course mistakes for skis.
Because scientifically, penguins who are more or less isolated from man knows about skiing.
Well, that quickly backfires as no one can fly with skis anyway.
Epic fail.
So instead, Pingo, he realizes that tap dancing is the way to go.
And believe me or not, but we have a whole solid minute of this tap dancing with everything you could ask for, like repeating loops, animation that's literally garbage, and that strange uncomfortable feeling you get when you know you're not supposed to watch this.
We then get introduced to the most talkative penguin of all time,
Bingo.
Bella.
I'm Bella. Like Bella with a buh.
Yeah, this is one of the better jokes in the movie. Better laugh as hard as you can while you can do it.
But this rather long and pointless conversation is interrupted by the sea lion, which is tap danced away. Which is then followed by more pointless and long talk about nothing.
Yeah.
We then cut to the sea lion who mourns the hermit crab's passing.
I've done it! Krabby Gabby is dead! Dead as a doornail, 6 feet under, pushing up seaweed.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that the hermit crab likes to change its shell around? Yeah, I mean they do that in real life, but seeing how accurate this movie is, I believe it was just a stroke of luck.
Anyway, the hermit crab and the sea lion talks about the tap dancing and that it isn't that big a deal and decides to attack the colony. Meanwhile they prepare, we see that Bella with a burr is telling the colony about this heroic tap dancing penguin.
Boy, when you say it out loud it just sounds even dumber.
You heard Jonesy? There's not another colony for miles. What if Maybe that tap-dancing penguin is our son.
Yeah, the kid you're talking about, lady, was stolen as an egg by predatory birds. Get over it.
Listen to yourself, Gertie. Tap-dancing penguin? And who do you think raised him? Those ruthless little scavengers that snatched him?
Wow. I thought I was the only heartless one here.
But wouldn't you know it, Bella is not a liar. The tap-dancing Pingo with a purr arrives to teach the entire colony to tap dance. Even though he just learned it 5 minutes ago himself.
Oh, Lou, I think we have company.
I told you there's a whole bunch of penguins down there.
So while Pingo is being a teacher, the skewerbird spots the sea lion attack and wants to warn Pingo.
They raised me!
Did you hear that, Ozzy? I told you! You're the two birds who took my egg!
Because parenthood is only a kidnapping away. As long as you return the child at some point, it is a-okay.
So in order to fend off the sea lions, Pingo arms all of the other penguins with kitchen utensils on their feet.
I need to repeat that. Kitchen utensils on their feet. Could it be any dumber? I mean, just look at how they equipped them. Just bench them like they are made of fucking licorice. What the fuck?
Noticeable enough that's happening amid cell phone bars.
So next time your phone has no reception, just go to the local zoo and strap a bunch of penguins with tap dancing shoes, kids. Apparently, that emits cell phone bars.
And as you might have guessed, Pingo saved the day. The colony accepts Pingo and the skewerbirds, and of course, Pingo gets the girl.
Kiss right on the pecker. Oh, gee. Okay, man. Sorry. Gee, tough crowd.
My whole life, I don't get no respect. No respect from anyone.
We end with the narrator telling us how unusual the movie is.
In a most unusual way.
He probably realized at this moment in time, it was all bogus.
And rightfully so. This movie is almost a copy-paste of the Chopkick Panda movie. Almost the same amount of characters, just replace Congo with feeding, and it's basically the same movie. It makes you wonder though, is Puss in Boots the same, just with a cat instead? Anyway, the characters are stale. There's no personality apart from some very minimalistic ones. The plot is literally non-existent. A penguin who wants to fly and ends up dancing? If there is a plot, it's really obscure. The voice acting isn't terrible per se, but it isn't anything great either. The jokes are terrible and the story as well as the jokes are dragged out as much as possible. The movie came out 1 month after Puss in Boots, and judging by the results, I must say yeah, it surely didn't take them any longer to make this movie. In all fairness, you're probably going to get more entertainment out of Happy Feet, and that is saying something.
What that is, I leave up for you to decide. I'm the Angrynator, terminating bad movies for your entertainment.